adding it. It's another wonderful edition of Family Lifetime series with Team Election. Team Election is based in Lagos, Nigeria, and Team Election comprises of family system engineer, the person of Bridget Election, and the lead facilitator of Character Matters, Character Academy. We're talking about Tunde Elesin. So, in few minutes, we'll be going live with the team on Instagram, and I believe we are live on StreamYard already. Good evening, sir. If you can hear me, how are you doing today?
Good evening. Hi.
Wow.
Good evening.
It's awesome to see you again on this wonderful platform. How are you doing?
Oh, we're good. We're great. We're
Great,
great.
great,
What
great,
an
great,
opportunity.
great. Awesome, awesome to have you on the show this wonderful evening. It's 9:01 p.m. now in Lagos, Nigeria, and I want you to know that it's a beautiful day here because we're live with one of the best couple in the world. We're talking about Team Election. How is that? How is that? Are you
we're
the
one
best
of. We're
couple in
not
the
the
world?
best. We're one of. We're one of.
Working. You are one of the best couple. Okay. It seems you have a bit of network issue with Instagram. What's going on? So we've got to.
We don't know.
I think it's kind of network.
I think it is. I don't know what's happening. We've sent the request. We are just waiting.
Wow. Let me let me try again. See, I'm sending you a request again, but it's awesome,
Okay. We have the
awesome.
request.
Thank you so much.
Can you
All
see
over.
us?
Wow, I can see you now. I can see you now. I think we need to work on echo. Thank you. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Team Election on Waohlife.com, Heralding the name of Jesus Christ. I just wanted to let you know it's going to be awesome again this wonderful evening because tonight is the final episode of upgrading your family. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be question. It's going to be fire for fire. It's going to be energy for energy, and it's going to be word biblical for Bible. So be ready with your questions. If you have questions for Team Election this wonderful evening, you start posting it. Start posting those questions. We want to answer as many as possible. So many questions, and we're going to take some of those excerpts from their work over time. They're going to share great testimony, awesome testimonies. What made them fall their path again? They're going to share with us again the reason they chose this path, the path which is less traveled by many over the world. So it's going to be awesome. So I believe you are ready. If you are ready, let me just say hi. Let's those who are joining us on Instagram say hi if you're ready. And I'm glad to let you know that we are live on YouTube and we are live on Facebook as well. We are live on 2 accounts on Facebook. So if you are on Facebook, you can share, search for Waohlife and share this so that quite many people can join us. If you're on Instagram, if you're on YouTube, you can as well share as well to your link, to your contact. Share as many It's possible. It's going to be awesome this wonderful evening. Even though I've been doing some deprogramming over time, we've just had to have this session. How are you? Can you hear me, ma'am?
I can hear you.
Yes. How has it been? How has been the COVID-19 situation in your area? How has been the COVID-19 generally situation in your area? If I can ask you that beautiful question.
Things are getting better. So we are things are opening up, and people have started. Will I say it's business as usual? No, people are still keeping their distance, and we are managing the situation.
Wow. So when you say you are managing the situation, what do you mean by you are managing the situation? Brief us. Is there something you're doing differently?
I still work
Is,
from home, and my husband works
or you
from home
don't?
sometimes, and then we do all we have to do to keep safe and strong. So that's why I say we are managing the situation. It's not easy, and it's not going to happen overnight. So we're just doing everything to the best of our knowledge.
Wow, awesome, awesome. It's 9:06 and we're gonna start this event now, ladies and gentlemen. It's family lifetime with Team Election again. And we have great people online already. We have people on Facebook, we have people on YouTube, we have people on Instagram. Wow, thank you, Tosin. For joining this session. Thank you, Ida, also Fortress, as well, for joining this wonderful session with Team Election. Awesome. Again, if you have any question for Team Election this evening, kindly put it out. Let's do justice. Tonight is the final edition of the upgrading your family session with Team Election. So we'll be taking as much. We'll be taking many questions this wonderful evening. Thank you. I will go straight. You're live there. Let me know. So, ladies and gentlemen, relationship is the ship that takes you to your destiny. No man is an island in this world. No man is an island in this world, and no one is an encyclopedia of knowledge. We eat food that others made. We drive cars, which is someone else's work. We put on clothes, which is another person's brain work. We drive cars, which is somebody's else ideology. We're putting on jewelries, which is now our work. So the question is, when will the world start using our own brand? Ladies and gentlemen, it's great to be here. Akidele Fumilayo says, great to be here. Akidele, you are welcome from YouTube. Thank you. So, waiting for the live session to go now. So, we eat food that someone else produces. So, the question is, when will people start eating or drinking or driving your own brand? That's my question for you this wonderful evening. As a family, I understand Mercedes Benz is somebody's name, Toyota is somebody's name. So when would we start listening to your hearing your name? So in upgrading your family, we're going to talk about brand this wonderful evening. So straight up, welcome, Team Elesin. You are welcome to the show this wonderful evening. For, yeah, for those joining us in Canada, you can, for those watching on Facebook, for those watching on YouTube, for those watching on Instagram as well, you can type in your question. You can send your question now. We're going to take so much question today. Why? Because today is the final edition of Upgrading Your Family. So tonight we'll be talking about your brand and your family. So we have the best couple. They said they are one of the best, but as far as I'm concerned, they are the best too. So we have Team Elesin online this evening. Over to you, Team Elesin. Upgrading your family. The family as the brand. Because I can see Team Elesin is the brand. Wow. You see on Instagram, somebody said Team Elesin of life. Hey. Over to you. You're welcome. 18.
Okay, so it's been amazing. And what is our brand? So we're like, okay, we have a brand now. What do we do? Associate us to do that together. Just that to spend some life. That's our love. What people associate us. Okay? So Team as a brand is today our business doing that together with their family members and every person in our space. So we are a team. We believe in love, we believe in integrity, we believe in faithfulness, we believe in togetherness, which is the team, and then we believe in service. So that is who we are as Team Elesin. So we're making progress. We are not where we want to be, but we are not where we used to be. We started intentionally living that life of value. You know, even after we got married, we discussed so many things that have been our life so far. So we have our core values guiding us. This LIFTS, that's what guides everything that we do. So love of God, love for self, everything, self, everything, God and others, faithfulness, cleverness, and service. So we are making progress. This is what you have to say. Add to it.
I want to just make sure you can hear us.
I can hear you.
And echo is okay.
I think it's okay.
It's okay.
Okay, so let me help you with this.
Every family is unique. Every family has an identity. Even if you were twins and then you got married at the same time. That's really your brand. The brand is something like Coca-Cola. Interestingly, it's on part of the world. Forgive me, I'm not trying to sell Coca-Cola, but it's on part of the world, even in the support, and they ask for a soft drink. They just call the name Coca-Cola, and people naturally go and drink the soft drink. The same thing with my wife and I, we learned it from our marriage mentors, lovely mentors, Dr. Patika and They call themselves indie, but that's why my wife and I would call ourselves in election. That having a beautiful home is possible. It's fun and thick, fun and and the soil. I say they see it different. Because don't be afraid of conflict. Like say any home, anybody to us. Conflicts are normal. Conflicts are part of that growth process. For me, that's how I like. I think when you get to the other side, you get to heaven. God will not ask for your time. It's really this for their purpose. They are not married to build your character. To build your I pray. To keep the country and for us. No man has what you stand for. And we tell it what you have to do. We are still born in children. Everything will take years. I never forget it.
Can you speak, sir?
Okay.
Okay, now I can
Go
hear
ahead.
you now. All right.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So
Go,
hello.
go. Okay. I can hear
Okay.
you now. Thank
Okay.
you.
Beautiful. So what I was saying was that your identity, your uniqueness is seen in your home, and that's the beauty of the home. The home, the home has an identity that carries a brand. A brand is that uniqueness. All of us are your fingerprints are unique to you.
Yeah.
Every family has the family fingerprints. Every family. You have to identify. And I was saying that we are work in progress. We are not where we want to be, but we are work in progress. We are not where, again, I say it again, we are not where we want to be, but we are work in progress. And for every home listening to us, try and ask yourself what uniqueness should we build? For us is togetherness, my wife and I. I mean, we are two distinct individuals.
Yeah, cool.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
We are two distinct individuals, uniquely distinct.
No, I can't. No.
From
Technology.
StreamYard, we're trying to see if you can hear him now.
Yes, I can hear him now.
Okay. So
I
it's
think
just technology.
we'll keep tweaking until we get this two camera situation right. So sometimes Instagram is going fine, StreamYard is not going fine. Because
Okay.
we're using two gadgets. So one is working well, the other is not working well.
We have to get it right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay, you can go ahead, sir.
Okay. So what I was saying was that the uniqueness of your home, that uniqueness there has to be intentionality to make sure that your uniqueness is what you drive. Without your home without you being intentional, anything will go, and you don't want that. You don't want to be that any known for jack of all trades. You don't want that. That's not. You will get to a place 10 years from now and you say, "How did I get here? How did I get here?" You know, and you'll be shocked. There's so much peer pressure. Listen, if you don't stand for something, you will stand for nothing. If you don't stand, if you're, and that is why the starting point of building your brand is your values. That's it's really your values. I don't know if I want my wife to just expand on that.
Okay, so for us, it's right from the get-go, before we got married, we were able to ask ourselves some questions. We said a lot of things. We put pen to paper to write, this is what we want, this is what we expect, these are the things we would like to do. So it was obvious that we wanted to work together as a married couple. And then we talked about several things that we did, making sure that other couples, we talk and we learn together with other people. So that was one of the things. Even on the day of our when we had
we already have our values that they being together. When we met our marriage mentors, it was so easy to, follow their path. Because we also saw that they were intentional. We were intentional about our lives. So it was easy to say, okay, people are intentional. We can follow them because we have similar values. We have the fear of God. We have love for people, for God, and themselves. So it was very easy to follow them. And for us, our values are what guide us as even if we're doing business or our friends, our values guide us. Okay? And our values yeah, our values are guiding things, what guides us, the belief that guide who we are as a couple. I have my personal value which I later want to let right from the get-go. It took us some time to get to those values. Then we just sat down. And then I don't think anybody was really talking about values when we wrote it down. And it was, we just wrote it down and said, okay, love for self, love for others, love for God. And then integrity spells it, L-I-F-E. Love, integrity, faithfulness, togetherness, and faith. And if you know us and know us very well, you will know that when we do things, whenever you invite me, I always laugh and say, well, you buy one, you get one. I will ask my husband along. If you invite me, most times it will bring me along, okay? So because we're trying to be that team center. And then integrity, we believe that the character of a man is beyond you having charisma. You must have character. When you say something, you must be by it, okay? So we're trying our best not to just be leaders that will say, okay, we're influencers and we just do whatever goes. No. We have a guiding principle, God guides us, but at the same time, we must show ourselves great and we try to live as persons of integrity. Sometimes our words come to us because, oh, we said this, and people will tell you, ah, you say you're this or that. You said this, and we have to leave it even when it's not convenient, even when we are being cheated on, so to speak. And we do it, and we just go ahead because we tell ourselves every time we're able to live on the plane of integrity, then you must live that life of integrity. So we're working progress, but yes, we live our way. And then faithfulness, we do our best to be faithful, to the things of God, to ourselves, and to others that when we put us in a team, whatever it takes to and we've seen our influence increase as a result of being faithful in other people's business, in other people's assignments, in the things that we have interest in. And even to ourselves, in being faithful to ourselves, we just see that much more comes to our table than we keep living. And then we do things as a team. It's very hard to see. Sometimes we go somewhere and somebody says, let's do this, or they see today, what do I preach it? Because we are used to seeing us together. And it's something we have believed that sometimes people ask questions our treatment. And for us, it's taking another shape. And then we serve, we keep serving. So these are the values that have guided us so far. They still guiding us, and even our children. Yeah, the church is okay, let the children have their personal values. They have that. But for now, this is our family values. We might need to have the money thing. But for now, this is where we are, and we are making progress with it. And what has this done for us? Being intentional as a thought. Being intentional as seeing us growing intentionally. We've grown as a family, we've upgraded in terms of our intellect, in terms of our finance, because we do things together, we've found things for ourselves, and it's not my way, because of the man, my husband tries as much as possible to watch out. That life of God, where, yes, we have the party service oriented, and we submit to one another, okay? So it's not a matter of we're intentional about parenting. So we parent together. And like I always tell people, children are manipulated. I talk about parenting from the perspective of how it's not maybe a call as the woman that mentioned to enjoy memorable experience with their children. So when I talk to fathers in terms of parenting, it's still the same thing to say, you know what, you must be intentional, you must be informed. Okay? So we have co-parents and we do everything we do. And so our children know that if you want to get anything done, you must get money that will buy you. So they can't, hit our heads together. We have that stage. Okay, so we're working progress, like we always said, that we're making progress with our lives, we're making progress with things to our hands, we're making progress in being mentors, in being people to Jesus, those that are our mentors. We are making progress with so many things. And that constant upgrade is what we do. Not so because we know and we're still upgrading.
Thank you
So I
so.
hope that here on the trivia,
Thank
I
you
hope it's
so much.
clear.
No, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah,
But
I can hear you.
but on StreamYard, can you hear me? I can't even hear you on stream.
I can hear you. He said he can hear you. Tunde has the stream yet. Earpiece. I have the one for Instagram.
Okay, I think one has to.
If it doesn't interfere with
The maybe what
with
happened is this one has
but
to
I can
be.
hear him. I can hear him though.
Hello.
I can hear you. One has to do what? Yeah, well, I can hear you. I can hear you on StreamYard. He said he can hear you on StreamYard. He is using the earpiece for StreamYard. I'm using the one for Instagram.
Okay, okay, because I'm actually monitoring it the traffic on Facebook, and I understand that some saying that they can't really pick up the audio.
Okay, I don't know what is happening. The only way is to remove the earpiece and it's direct, but then you might have echo. So that won't
To get it better.
Now I think it's coming on now. One what happened is this one gadget has to be on mic while the other has to be on microphone and earphone.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know how we do that, but if you can hear us,
Can you hear?
Yes,
fine.
perfect now.
You
No
can hear
echo,
us?
nothing. I can hear you now. No echo, nothing, sir.
Okay, so we'll manage the weights and see how it goes.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Team Election as a brand has been fantastic. We just heard those beautiful stories that many of us are just, hearing for the first time, and I'm so happy again. Again, you know, Team Election is a brand. The complete family is a brand. Character Academy is a brand. How come? And I know there are still some side brands.
He says, "I
Team
brand."
Election TV is a brand. Bridgetly Speaking is a brand. Ma'am, sir, what do you people take?
Sorry, what do you take how?
I don't.
What do you take to be able to manage those 5, 6 things together?
So,
What are you taking?
I mean, each one of us are giving talents.
Wow.
You know, you remember the talent. So give one talent, give the other one 2, and give the other one 5. So, and you know, those are figurative. So some people have 20 talents. Some people have 30, and it depends on the capacity God gives you. And you know what? I still believe there's still a lot of things
God has put in us
that will bless the world. One of the things that shocked me was when I want to mention his name is T.G. Jakes. He was talking to some people, and he spoke about his several sides, the things he was doing. You know, the things he was doing uniquely. You know, and for me, that just showed to me that don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself at all. So just make sure that the intention is there, the reason is there, and the drive. Okay, I'm not sure you can you hear me? I'm not sure you can hear me.
Yes.
Okay, yeah,
I
thank
can
you.
hear you.
So that for me is critical, because I'm telling you, everybody has. So potential is, when it's in potential form, it's wrong. When it's in potential form, you're not yet found that great stuff that is inside you. But guess what? If you polish it, it blesses the world. It blesses the world. And that's what my wife has done with Bridgetly Speaking. My wife has done that very, very well. I mean, she's just unique in the way she does her things, which is beautiful. Same thing. We're packaging the complete family story and all that, and the brand, because there's the complete man, the complete woman. Interestingly, our children are teenagers now. The last boy is going to be a teenager in September. Our daughters created the complete teens. So again, for me, being critical is be inspired. Inspiration means that you are finding strength from inside. You are driving to, and then add value to the world. I keep saying it. It can't be because of Tayo. God made Tayo. I don't know if you heard me, sir. It cannot be because of Tayo.
Perfectly.
It can't be. So that's the same thing. Every family, you are made for a reason and a purpose. Every family. Can you believe that it was in that season that Esther was made for that season? And there was so much chaos. And I keep telling people, the world is in so much darkness. You know why? Because of the challenges that they are in. But guess what? That's why there is light. And I'm not telling you, sir, the problem cannot be the darkness. The problem is lack of light. The problem is never darkness. The problem is lack of shining. The problem is lack of bringing out what God has put inside of you as a family, as an individual, and blessing the world. All of us will not be accountants, okay? But guess what? There is something inside that home. There's something inside you, sir, that is blessing the world. And for me, go to the wilderness or go to the desert and just shine, burn gracefully, impact the world. And that's why we added service as part of our values. Because you have to serve humanity, you have to serve mankind, you have to serve God. You have to serve your sir. If you're an husband, you have to serve your parents. You have to serve your wife, your children. I asked my son which day, and I was trying to teach him about being responsible. You know, we teach a lot of ladies great things. See, they know how to do this, but people don't take time to teach their children. So this last Easter, they came for holiday, and I sat my son down. I said, "You need to be responsible." something happened during that week that he was here, and I had to do something for my wife, and he saw how I did it, and I said, David, did you see what I did? Do you know why I did what I did? What was coloring my eyes was responsibility. Responsibility is heavy. I just said it. I said it very jokingly, but I'm serious. Go and ask somebody that just had a baby. The man will stop sleeping, not because he doesn't. It's because of responsibility. It's just the truth. It's responsibility. Go. So I'm saying it again. Marriage will teach you that, and that's that part of being responsible is being faithful, being dependable. That's a character trait. Marriage will teach you, either from a lady's perspective or from a gentleman's perspective. It will teach you. It will teach you. So that for us is the brand you bring to the table. So any family listening to me, you and you know what? Have we made mistakes? Yes. So God have mercy. God have mercy. We are work in progress. I'm serious. If you hear some of the mistakes we made, you will want to talk to us again. But guess what? Your mistakes don't make you. Your mistakes help you to continue moving forward. If you are wise. You know, I never forget it. Archbishop Benson Daus, he said, don't build a tent in your valley. Walk through it.
Yeah.
Walk through it. So some families today are going through that valley situation. Don't stay there. Walk through it. Walk through it. Very, very important. Walk through it. Please, I beg that family that is going through a similar valley experience. Today, walk through it. Meaning, find strength. You will be shocked, Tayo, how babe, your lovely wife, can give you so much strength in your valley season. I am, and unfortunately, a lot of guys don't leverage on that strength.
Yeah.
A lot of strong women think because they saw their mothers. Forgive me if I'm touching on very sensitive things, but you know, because your mom did it, so it doesn't mean that your mom is the chief market woman of the and she successfully did what she did. Sincerely speaking, the reason why you are married to your partner today is not to dominate your husband. And I'm speaking. I didn't say that because I wanted to. I said it out of inspiration. So somebody hearing me here today, we know that you need your husband for strength to walk through together. You are doing well. Your husband is 10,000 miles below. That's not a testimony. Walk together. You see, marriage is not 50-50.
Yeah, it's 100.
It's 100% by both parties.
Mm-hmm.
You have to bring 100% to the table. You have to bring 100% to the table, sir. You have to keep covering your husband. You have to keep covering your wife. You have to keep working together as a team. That's why I love it when my wife told me, say today, together is TEAM. Team is together. Everyone achieves miracle. The miracle of coming together, the miracle of team-centeredness. I'm not lying, sir. You'll be shocked how you make so much, I say it again, so much progress in concerning your goals. The places you are struggling is your wife's strength, sir. I'm telling you. I mentor with some people, and before going for those sessions, my wife doesn't have any. The job I do, she doesn't have any clue, but I run it through her. I check it through her. You will be shocked. Some of the ideas she has given me, I just blow my mind. I don't know how she does it. Blow my mind. I say it again. Any man, you see, our ladies have called, God put something in them called intuition. I don't know how it's like traffic lights. I have been burned by not depending on it. I'm telling you the truth. I have been burned several times. But so now common sense have told me before I finalize that deal, I check with her. I'm serious that, babe, what do you think? Just recently, we were doing some things early this year, yeah? And she kept saying, no, today. And everything looked looked green. I said, okay, babe, please, I need you to understand. And I made sure I didn't go ahead because I know that God there's the reason God put something in her to help me to help both of us. So I do myself disservice when I don't carry her along.
Mhm.
So, sir, I'm saying it again. You're doing yourself disservice. You're not doing yourself great service when you don't carry your partner, your wife along. Okay, and that's the brand that both of you bring to the table. The uniqueness you bring to the table, and then you see the beauty of marriage.
Mhm.
Fantastic. He said there's a reason God placed something, diamond, gold, in your spouse. There's a reason God placed those gold inside of her. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
There's a
we can.
reason for those gold. There's a reason
Very
for
true.
those diamonds. So,
Mhm.
and for those who are denying their wife capacity to fly, they're actually cheating themselves. Is that what we're saying, sir?
Very true.
Wow. So if
Absolutely.
I'm limiting my wife, I'm actually limiting myself, my flight. That's what you're
Yeah.
saying.
Because
Whoa.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
so are you saying that a lot of African egoistic technical machines, a lot of Africans that practice egomaniac practice technology, are you saying that they are cheating themselves of their
So
benefits?
that's what they saw that's what they saw their
Their
fathers
dad, yeah.
do. That's what they saw in those days. Our ladies stayed at home. But if you look at it very well, they raised the children. They multitasked. They were good managers. Just think about it. That man that is running, your wife has been able to manage 4 or 5 kids to become teenagers, to become adults. She will run easily 4 or 5 businesses. Easily.
Mhm.
It will be chicken change for her.
Wow.
I don't so what we're saying now in this day and age, our ladies, because of empowerment in the society, I've told my daughters, you need to please don't make sure you create employment for thousands, millions of people.
Mhm.
I was telling my daughter which day, my daughter is 15, and I was teaching her how to make $1 million naira. Sorry, let me say it better. $1 million in another currency. Just by her tweaking some things she's doing. Empowerment for everybody. Now, guess what, guys? But making sure that she understands that she's supposed to work together with her husband, to be her husband when he gets to that stage, to be a blessing to mankind, not subduing her. Very, very important. But that's what our guys saw our fathers do. And then we thought that was status quo.
Yeah.
I had this story. There was this couple. They got home that day, and the lady went into the kitchen. She saw her mother cutting fish. When they catch fish, they will cut the head off and the a bit more than the tail off, and they left only a small part, and that's what they used to eat. Everything they threw away. So one of the grandsons asked grandma and said, why are you throwing all this part away? The head and the other side of the fish is still nutritious. Why are you doing that? That's what they taught us. She said, no, it's not possible. So out of curiosity, the grandma, went asking around in the village or stuff like that. And you won't believe what happened. In those days, the reason they were cutting it was because the size of the pot. The fish could not enter the pot. The fish could not enter the pot. So in those days, because of that, they cut away the head of the fish and majority side of the tail. And that created a mindset for generations.
Wow.
That's why till today,
Wow.
when my children come and ask me, Daddy, why are we doing this? I don't shut them off. I listen to them first. Because I might be carrying the wrong tradition.
Yeah. Very true.
Very true. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You've not even started today's session because you are meant to talk about how you're able to brand yourself. Are you able to brand Team Eleshi to the point of becoming the complete family, the Character Academy, Bridget speaker. Thank you so much for those joining us on
Thank
Instagram
you.
and on stream here. We still have Character Academy series from Team Eleshi. You can go to their website, The Complete Family, and you get those books. Character series as well. We have it. We have it. Fathers, you must take the lead. Fathers, you must take the lead. We have it. The joy of faithfulness. The joy of faithfulness. Fathers, mentors. Whoa, we have those two. Bridgetly speaking. We have them. We have them. We have them. And complete family. We have them. So we go straight to next topic that I want to ask you now. In your sojourn of doing family together, can you just say something brief about the early beginning? I'm not talking about when she paid your transportation. I'm talking about when she finally moved in. As in early beginning, as the first 10 minutes of your marriage, as the thing. You know, in game of soccer, we have 90 minutes, 45 for first half, 45 for second half. So the first 10 minutes, the places. So I want to ask you, how is the first 10 minutes of your marriage, or first 10 years, or first 2 years? What can you say about that?
Okay. For me, let me start, because a lot of people think when you see a marriage working, it's like, oh, the man is too good, the woman is too good, and everything. I always tell people we are all work in progress. Thank you, everyone joining. I think Parents with Clarity, thank you for your message on Instagram. Thank you, Oluwaji. Thank you for joining as well, and everyone that has joined. So for me, the first, if it's 10 minutes, it wasn't so. If I go back to the wedding day, I think we had some issues right from when we had to leave Benin, because we got married in Benin and we had to go to Akure.
And I drove.
And my husband drove. He was the bridegroom and he drove from there. So from the get-go, we had issues with getting my things. I don't know who took the key from the house. So it was drama from the get-go. And then by the time we got to Akure, came back to Lagos, you know, boyfriend and girlfriend is different from husband and wife. We started seeing ourselves and getting to know ourselves. And I think a few months after wedding, we went somewhere, and one of the pastors in church, I can't remember, it was Brother Tayo's, one other Tayo, not you. We went for, was it his birthday or wedding anniversary? I can't remember. And they said, how many of you here we think?
Not, it wasn't, it was some, yeah, not, it was.
Was it a year or so?
Yeah,
I don't know, but it was just a question that maybe you shouldn't have been married. And I did my hand like this. My husband was like, is she okay? I'm like, man, what I saw and what is here now is not making sense.
I nearly fainted.
It's not making sense at all. This man is not it. Oh.
I'm serious. Walking.
This man is not. My Lord, oh my God! I beg, I cannot. I can't. I wouldn't.
Sorry, hold on. Excuse me, hold on, ma. They ask you that.
They asked everybody.
It was a question. It was a general question.
Okay.
It was a general question. We're somewhere.
How many of us?
I can't remember.
10, 15 people.
Yeah, and
10,
like,
15 people.
how many of you
wished you did not get married to your spouse?
Yeah, and I'm
the
like,
guy was joking. He's very funny pastor. My wife literally
was like, how far?
Oh, God have mercy.
Honestly.
Yeah.
So the truth is that angel you think you have, you will come home and find out that the person is, you have a picture, a vision of what you want. And if you are the type that reads books, you watch movies, you already have a picture in your head. And it depends on where you're coming from as well. You'll be expecting the person to be like your dad, to be like your mom, to be like, so we had to school ourselves to say, you know what? Let's dish daddy and mommy university. I used to tell my husband then, guy, I am not your mother. I am never going to be like your mother, you know, because temperament-wise, his mom is quiet and everything. I am so not quiet. I'm so not. I don't know how to say it. I'm a handful. I'm me, you know. So he was like, which kind? What did I get myself into? And I'm like, guy, we are in this together. We are here now. You have to manage my excesses, manage my flaws, and let's go. And so far, it's been a beautiful journey. Will I say we've not had issues? Oh, that's a lie. That's a lie. We've had issues. We see differently. We have differences in temperament. We have differences. Yes, our nurturing in terms of our background. We believe in God together. We believe in people. We genuinely love people. We genuinely are helpful to people. So those things helped us, okay? We are genuinely, both of us are service people. My husband can serve and serve and serve. I can serve, you know. We love showing up. So we had some things in common that helped us. But in terms of drama with our temperament, oh, that was a big, you know, big issue. We needed to work. Yes, so I am me. That's the truth. So we needed to work with that. My husband would tell me there were people I had as mentors then, and when he sees me trying to be the macho woman, and go say, you are not, I'm not this person. You are not going to be this person. You know, and he will insist on it. And so those reminders helped us. And then the vision of, you know, like I always tell people, not deceiving yourself. Because sometimes a lot of people tell themselves, oh, we are happy together. When they know deep down, they are not happy. They are not happy. I've seen people say things. It's not as if their marriages are working and marriages will have problems. But there are people genuinely, they will come on air or come outside. Publicly, they hold hands and you see them cuddling. When they are outside, they are like this. Who is killing each other? I don't know how to deceive myself. So right from the get-go, I told my husband, I said, we will not export what is not working at home. So if we're having issues, challenges, we will sort it out because tongue and teeth, they quarrel. But we're not going to deceive ourselves to say, hey, Tunde and Bridget, they are 5 and 6, whereas we're killing ourselves at home. We don't have anybody we are pretending to. So we need to work, make this marriage work. And if people must see us as example, we have to be honest and truthful. So what you see is what you get. We have proteges that will come around and they will see us and say, if we are even having issues, it's okay. But that does not mean we hate each other. We will have different perspectives. We will have things going in a different way. But at the end of it, we love each other. At the end of it, we want to get better together. At the end of it, we want to, you know, do life together. So anything we do, it's not, if I do something, maybe it's stupid, it's not deliberate to hurt my husband. If he does something and it's stupid, it's not deliberate. So we tend to give ourselves, you know, that allowance to say, we can fail, we can make mistakes, and we correct it. It's not something we'll just say, oh, I want to hurt him, let me just hit him on the head and things like that. No, we don't do that. So we are mindful of how we treat ourselves. We are mindful of how we live our lives, and we don't want to live a lie. Because it's so easy for people to say, oh, we are hadiths, oh, we are this, and within, you are not that. We don't want to live a life because we are truly not playing to the audience to say, what are people saying? We have God to account, to give account to. We will give account for this relationship. We will give account to God based on how we treated each other. So we are first accountable to God. Then our tribe member, our children, they are watching us. Even if we deceive outsiders, we can't deceive our children. If they will say they want to get married, it's as a result of what they've seen from us. Oh, are these people genuine? Our parents see that the children are making progress and doing things. It's because they've seen us model it. Okay, so if you don't model right, it will affect your children. So for us, we are not doing this for paparazzi. We are not doing this because we set out to say, oh, be a brand. I'm not sure we set out to be a brand. I'm not sure everything came by inspiration and we started moving as we got led to move, got inspired to move. So if we have any success, it's because the God that called us, the God that has helped us, is still helping us, not because we have any point or anything to prove to anybody. So we are not living our lives for Instagram, and that's the truth. I always tell people, I say, if what we do is for Instagram, by now, some people will want to associate with us more because of we don't put our lives out there. The little we do is just tell people that this thing is working, this is possible. Because if we do, some people will come to you. You know how people do now. I want to be your friend because of what you have. I want to be your friend because of where you live. I want to be your friend because you are slave. I want to be your friend because you travel all the time. We're not into that. We're into purpose. We're into living this life for the audience of God. God is our audience. He's the one telling us. And then we are living this life for our cloud of witnesses. We have proteges, we have our children, first of all, looking at us and saying, will marriage work? We have people that have gone ahead of us, that believe in us and are still saying. There's somebody I call my kinsman redeemer, he was just talking recently. That was one man that believed in us, even when nobody believed in us, and said, I see beauty coming out of this marriage, because we had so many drama before we got married. I keep telling people, if it's the drama we went through before marriage, God will be unfair to continue drama in our lives, because we had to wait, we had to take time, you know, to understand, because I am loud and I will say things the way they are, and that puts us in a very, very wonderful place with my in-laws. I call them in-laws, you know. And so with all of that drama, somebody stood up to say, Bridget, you are this outspoken person. People don't understand you. They tend to say, oh, that you are too bold, you are too this, and they will feel that, you will come and kill their brother. This innocent looking Tunde, you will ride him, you know, you'll be the one calling the shots. But I keep saying, I'm a woman with the mind of Christ. It's not as if I can't manipulate my husband, but one of the things I tell myself is, every time I want to go to that zone, I tell myself, Bridget, a manipulator is a witch. The Bible says, suffer not a witch to live. You can't manipulate a man and you expect God to bless you. So that keeps me. In any way, manipulation is manipulation. Today, you influence. Manipulation is manipulation. It's evil. Okay? You influence people to do things and to do it right. So it's not manipulation. I don't think there's a manipulation that is positive. It's not manipulation, because a lot of women get into that zone where they feel it's okay because the man listens to you. Oh, because no, even with our children, we are caretakers. We can't manipulate them to live a life that God has not made for them. So all we do is pray and pray the person gets it right, and then we guide, okay, not to manipulate. So for me, we are not living to get likes. We are not living to. The only person that will get likes out of our lives is God that created us and brought us together for a purpose. So I think that is it. But to say, oh, this marriage from the get-go, we've had issues, we've had challenges. But believe you me, from the get-go, we've been very, very purposeful. We've been very, very intentional. Okay, sometimes we don't get it right, but most times we want to get it right and just leave it, you know, the faith way, and let God lead us. It's in the way you have to say.
So,
Wow.
Sometime last week, no, 2 weeks ago, I think my wife did something to me. I was boiling, and we had to pray in the evening, and we had to take communion because we are people of faith. So, and that's why I want to beg everybody that is listening to me, whatever faith you are in, please spend, no matter how short or long, pray together with your partner. So we wanted to pray in where we are and my children, and as I had to start, I knew that prayer was just wasting my time because my heart was not right. So I apologized to my wife in front of my children. Immediately I did that, sir. Our son said, yes, our son said to, he just, after I finished saying sorry, blah, 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 he said it out. He said, okay, I also want to apologize to my sister. He said
tormenting them.
he said he too wants to apologize to sister. Sir, he's immediately and he meant it, and I just said, wow, I will have missed that opportunity to model
Right, yeah.
being sorry. To model being, to sincerely be saying I'm sorry as a gentleman. I will have missed it. So what I'm saying is that, and there are many examples like that, sir. Many examples, many examples that you had to keep tweaking and saying, like my wife said, our audience is one. Our audience. Okay. That's really the one that we want to hear. Well done, that faithful servant. So that for me is critical as a family. Okay, that you keep checking yourself that are you doing it based on the plan. And anytime you notice you're on the wrong track, please turn around. It's called repent. Just turn around, change, and say, you know what, I kind of made a mistake here, and I keep telling people the person you offended is God, not the devil. So go back and apologize to Heavenly Father, and he's going to be able to say sorry accept you as you say sorry from your heart, not deceiving, and don't be like a dog that goes back to his vomit. Very important. But so for me, that is this journey, and I keep telling people, whatever stage in marriage you are in, I'm telling you, you're going to have to go. If you have just gotten married 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, you're going to grow because you're just newly. Now if you are 4 years married and you have a little baby, it's different. You're a father, or you are trusting God for that baby. Now all your children are in secondary school, different. Or your children are leaving secondary school like ours. You will not believe it. A different style, a different lifestyle. Totally different. Then maybe your kids are gone, and then you are about to get married, and then you now remember that, wow, unfortunately I'm not being the friend to my wife or my husband. Very, very challenging at that time. So definitely, guys, you have the journey of marriage or family journey. It's an evolving journey. It's a place that you have to keep. You have to be in a learning mode constantly. Go and ask the person that is a grandpa. It's a different journey because you don't have grandchildren. We have friends that have grandchildren or grandson or daughter. It's a different. So what am I saying? It is important to keep working together, learning together. It's an investment that you will never regret. It is an insurance. So I encourage every couple. Listen, I encourage couples. Make sure you are learning at the same frequency as your partner. Now it might be your spouse might be in a different business. You might be doing something differently. I'm telling you, there are things you can go. There are married couple seminars. Sit down in those spaces together and go. Now, really, it's all online. You can do it online, so you don't have to go anywhere. There are many of them that are, and unfortunately, that if you are people like us, there are church seminars. They call up nearly one assembly or another. They're doing something. And unfortunately, because it seems as if it's free, people don't go. Why the information that is shared there has capacity to keep you moving at jet speed. Has capacity to keep you moving to make sure there is recovery happening in your life, to make sure there is repair. Like I keep telling people, I was in a meeting recently with some people early in the year, and one of them said something that hasn't left me. He said, a sick man will not benefit from balanced diet. Even if no matter how much you bring your food to the table, if there is balanced diet, you eat it before you're sick. You can you eat it before you are sick. If you are ill, balanced diet is not a solution. You need a different kind of medicine. Now, I maybe your partner is not interested in what you do. Start small. You know what? Start small. You'll be shocked. Start small. I strongly recommend. My wife does all the time. She listens to a message somewhere. She says to me, some of them I'm not interested. I'll be truthful. I said, what did she even send me again? Because I don't know how she does it. My wife sucks information like
Learning.
sponge. But you know what has challenged me? Okay, I suck it in a different way. But what I'm saying is that you need to keep learning.
Yeah.
You need to keep working, improving yourself. Very important to any couple listening to us. And that's why we're doing what we're doing. To say that the family space is the critical space that needs attention. Like I keep telling everybody that cares to listen to me, every home is under attack. I'm just telling you the truth. Whether you are 2 years married, sorry, you are 10 days married, or you are 22 years married. You are on the hit list. I'm just telling you. You know why? Because the home is that unit that can make mankind better. The home. Just think about it. If every area boy out there knew his father, just think about it. Just think about it. Just think about it.
Parents were intentional about raising.
Listen. I was taking my daughter to a graduation, one of my daughters for a graduation, and she was very anxious. And I told her, you know what? I won't be. I've learned to let you see the vulnerable side of me, because that's how you know that you too can get better. So I told my daughter 5 things in life, 5 big mistakes I made. I mentioned to my daughter, so she know. I told her I've repeated. God in heaven, I've gotten. They beat me. Oh Lord have mercy. God have mercy. So what I'm saying, guys, is we are all. That's how you model it to your kids, that you can make progress. But the most important is when you model it from a together perspective. Your wife doing her own, and you are also doing yours as the gentleman in the house, as showing real example to your children. So today is to your children, but you know what? One other thing you do, sir, that people forget is that you rub up on each other. When you model the right thing, you rub up on your wife. When she models, when my sister, when you model the right thing, when you don't speak harshly, when you are temperate, when you are patient with your husband, I'm not lying. It's the seed. You are planting a seed that will germinate in your home.
The children are watching.
Yeah, you're planting. That's true. But I'm even saying that each other, you guys are feeding each other rightly. You are feeding, and I'm telling you the truth. Everybody needs to be fed emotionally. Everybody. Even in the world we're in. COVID, we are praying the world returns back to normal, but I know the world we knew in 2020 January will never happen. It's gone forever. Gone. So you have to start thinking, what is the new things, guys? So I'm saying it again. And you know what? The world pressed the reset button, and guess what? Where the world asks everybody to go to. I just don't know when we're not listening. It asks everybody to go back home.
To your family.
Go back home. That was what the world said. No, sorry. That was what God was saying in the form. Go back home. And guess what? If you did not invest in your home, you met rubbish at that time. You met crisis. So, okay, things are getting better. But I'm saying we now have an opportunity.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is May 1st. No. Saturday is May 1st. An opportunity to start 5th month on a brand new note, guys. Press the reset button to be intentional with your family. Press the reset button to be intentional. And all we're asking you, if you don't know where to start from, and you don't know what to do, Tayo, please forgive me. And we want to borrow people our values. Can you type our values on the chat? Our values are love. My wife and I, Tunde Elesin, Team Elesin. Love, integrity, faithfulness, togetherness, and service. I will ask anybody listening to me, you don't know where to start from. Just pick these values, and from May 1st, the 5th month, begin to live by those values. Start from that. Just start. You are permitted to, as you continue, tweak it and have your own. You can throw one away that doesn't work for you, or you might even keep one, or even throw all, but by then you will have yours. Very important. So what are we saying? Is okay. Start. And my wife explained what those things are. What love for God, love for each other, love for mankind, integrity. Don't tell a lie. Stop. The evil thrives in secrecy. We've been born. Evil thrives in secrecy. Don't tell a lie. Being faithful, dependable, being dependable, togetherness, working together, and then service. Serve, man. You know, in you helping others is where you find help.
Yeah.
I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. It's when you help others as a couple. Listen, I'm saying it again. Be intentional about this. Look for another couple that we just what we did to you now. Go and look for somebody, another couple, and tell them, guys, make sure you have values. We have a values written in one of our in our sitting room. It's written very boldly for us. Because you know what, those values help you decide. It helps you, it sets the principles. We call listen, values are 1,000 decisions made up front. It's very simple. I give you an example. Our daughter has had to go somewhere. My daughter had to go somewhere. And we were dilly-dallying. Should we all go? Should we not go? Should we all go? Then my wife just asked me, why are you saying all this? So it just don't. What this is a no-brainer. We have a value called togetherness. It was easy to decide. It was easy to decide, guys. So what are we saying is important? Okay, to take these values and live by them. I'm not lying to you. You'll be shocked. You have solved 60% of quarrel. I'm serious. You have solved 60%. Faithfulness, not. I like what you said.
No, he likes it. That's his own.
Yes,
That's his value.
I love what you wrote.
Olaji, thank you.
You said forgiveness. Beautiful.
That can be yours.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Ronke Posh. Thank you. We love you.
Beautiful. Thank you, ma'am. God bless you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
So,
everybody, that's our first address. Thank you.
These people from
everyone, our family
Instagram,
members. Thank you.
On Instagram. So what are we saying? And for me, that's the joy why we come. That's why we do this over and over with you, sir. It's just to help that other couple because our value is service. You know, that's it. Just to help that other couple. That listen, marriage is beautiful.
Yep.
Listen, I'm telling you, I understand it is work, but I'm telling you,
a lot of hard work.
Yes, but it's worth it. I'm telling you. You see this beautiful baby? She can be a challenge on my neck, but you know what? It's worth it. She has saved my head from being cut off many times.
And still saving you.
Oh yes. So what am I saying, guys? I'm telling you the truth, and you will not regret it. It is honorable. Yeah. Marriage is honorable. It is honorable. Like you have PhD honorable. Marriage is honorable, and it's something I want to encourage us.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Awesome. Upgrading your family and from the aspect of becoming the brand. So you are telling us that your marriage is actually the brand we should actually work towards. Awesome. Yep. Awesome. Thank you so much. Our time is fast spent. But before we go tonight, you're still going to say one or two things about TeamFab. Why it's important for people to go to TeamFab, and why people must learn to reproduce themselves in another personality. Why? Because I believe one of the roles of TeamFab is reproducing giants who can be more giants, more if there's something more bigger giants like Tim Elesin, who will be much more bigger. So I believe those are the reasons we are putting TeamFab out every maybe bi-monthly or
bi-monthly. Yes. We have another training coming May 7th. May 7th. My wife will talk about it.
Let me talk about TeamFab. Interestingly, that was the first marriage program we both attended. TeamFab is the Institute of Marriage and Family Affairs, and was founded by Team Victor. They called Reverend May and Dr. Vic Victor. They are both Christians, people of faith. They are based in the US. And so it started from there. They've been into marriage ministry a long time. They've been married for over 31, I think about 32 years now. And they are Nigerians, but they are also Americans. They are based in the US. So when they started out, we just met them when they started marriage ministry. They've been in ministry, serving in church. But when they started to take the ministry as a ministry outside globally, we met them and they became our marriage mentors. So we were the first set of people to attend the marriage program here in Nigeria. Okay, so both of us attended the first one, and from there, we've attended all the courses. I have done mental health with them, and so we are not just members, alumni of TIMFA. We are also on the board.
Yeah, on the board.
We're on the board of TIMFA. Okay, I don't know if Tayo, I don't know what's happening on Instagram, but we're on the board of TIMFA. They saw us good enough to be part of what they were doing because they felt that we had similar values and we were people that could carry on their vision. They were not particular about, oh, these are biological children. But the truth is, Team Victor are like our biological parents. They are one couple. We can, anytime we have the opportunity to travel, we can go sit with them and they have our time. So what we're doing today, helping other couples learn and become better and also teach and mentor. Yes, it's owned by Christians, but we are not particular. If you have similar values, you want your marriage to work. Marriage has principles. You follow the principles, you will get results. So every time we have the training is to teach people how to do marriage better, how to understand conflict, how to work as a team, how to understand money, how to understand certain boundaries, how to understand everything, you know, that marriage entails. And then if you want to do the business side, there's still an upgrade for you to go higher and work. So TIMFA is a whole lot when it comes to teaching couples how to understand themselves and do marriage and then be coaches themselves. So it's a whole lot of work. And we have told ourselves we will do this every other month, okay? Once in 2 months, and just to recruit and deploy more people into the family space so that people can do marriage better, can live better life. Because it's first for you, the knowledge is for you first. Okay, the last meeting we had 21 people in that training, and 4 of those were couples. So 8 people, like each person married to, you know, and one of them said this, said it was like attending a marriage program, counseling. It was marriage consultation. If you want to pay me for 1 hour, what you are paying for the course is still less than that for 6 days. You're spending 6 days with us. I'm paying less than $100. I don't take $100 for 1 hour of my time if I have to coach you professionally. So that's as affordable as it can get because it's actually a non-for-profit kind of institution, but at the same time, we're doing work so that you put value on it. Okay, so we're telling every couple out there, you want to get a refresher course for you and your spouse, come for our training. It's happening on the 7th of May 2021, and we're going to be there for 9 days till the 13th, and it's online. So you're not coming to a particular venue, just as we're talking for 2 hours, West African time, 7:30 to 9:30 for 2 hours, and then there will be examination. We want to see if what you were taught, you learned it well. So you will go through some questions, and then once we think you're good enough to belong to the institute, you will be given your certificate and you will have a graduation. So we're waiting. Our next graduation for the former previous set is holding on the 8th of May, and then the summer graduation will hold sometime in July. So get ready, be part of the team. What you're paying is less than $100. It's just $30,000 Nigerian naira. And if you convert that, that's how maybe about $80. Yeah, it's about $80. So it's I think it's in my bio on my page. It's also on Tunde's page on Instagram. It's also on my page on Facebook. I don't think it's on Tunde's page on Facebook, but I think I tagged you. It's on your page on Facebook. And you can reach out privately, and we will send you the WhatsApp group to join. We didn't want to share the WhatsApp group because all manner of people out there wanting to get numbers for different reasons. Okay? If you reach out, we'll definitely let you know and then add you to the
Thank you. Awesome. Thank you so much. You've added Simfa is the bomb. A lion can only give birth to a lion. A cat can only give birth to a cat. But these lion and lioness are always looking for another lion who will be more lion or lioness than they are. So I'm happy you've got to register for Team Far. Team Far. So one last question is this: how do you write your book?
How do you write your book? I don't understand your question.
How are you able to, because you were saying something that you believe every man was given a talent, to some 2, to some 5,
Yes,
semantic
yes,
gospel 25. And I realized that one of the talents of Team Elesin is their materials, which are shared earlier. For those who are just joining us, the complete family, they have this, so they are not new. They are telling you this is what they've been, they are family system engineer. Know that it's not audio, and what we say audio, we mean it's not normal way of saying fake. This one, they are real. This the complete family magazine, character academy series. They have it, and I know they have so many books on the way. Also, I know they have one on money. Money, you love that. Money. You have another one.
Yeah. So
this is a must for every home. Fathers, you must take the lead.
Very important. Very important.
Fathers, you must take the joy of faithfulness. Fathers, mentors, amazing. Written by Bridget Elesin, Fathers, Mentors. Then Bridgetly Speaking. Bridgetly Speaking. So you're going to tell us how you write. Also, you're going to tell us where people can get these materials. Do we have it on your website? Can they order?
Yes.
What's the name of the site? Let people know where they can get it from.
It's bridgetlyspeaking.com, www.bridgetlyspeaking.com. And then we have the completefamily.com as well. Yes. So
complete family.
Yes, completefamily.com.
So you might not see all that, but if you combine these two.
No, but if you check or you go to our Instagram or to my Instagram, you'll see on my bio, you'll see the website there, www.bridgetlyspeaking.com. You have some free downloads, and you also get the books to buy as e-copies. If you want the hard copies, also send a message, and if it's within Lagos or within Nigeria, we can get it delivered through any of the courier services, and then you need to also pay for courier besides that. So how do we? It's by inspiration.
So my wife is she expresses more than me in writing. That's because, and I'm grateful to God for that. So learn your strengths, am I right? So and we just leverage that. That's really it. That we just leverage that and just be inspired. As long as you are inspired, the message will be for somebody.
Yeah.
I'm telling you the truth. Immediately you write it out, the students will appear. I say all humility. Your message is not for everybody, so don't worry. Some people might not appreciate. The first few people might not appreciate it. First 10, 20, whatever. But I'm serious. Just be inspired. I keep telling my wife about that. Just be inspired. It might not make sense initially, but just be inspired. immediately you are inspired, there is a need for that message on planet Earth. And that message might be valid, might not be needed today, but might be needed 10 years from now.
Yeah.
Writing preserves it.
Wow.
Okay.
Awesome. Writing preserves it. Just as you know that I'm a writer. I have
Yes,
some
I
of my
know. Yeah, I can't. You are in a different class. You're in a different class. Yeah, and you have done well. You have done well.
There's a book I've been writing since 2015 now. If
Wow.
nobody will give you a chance, give yourself.
Oh yeah.
So I got to a particular point in which I have to use my 5 years experience to complete a chapter. So that's why I stopped in 2020. So because I finished the book, but I realized that this thing is still requires a practical thing that I must say. Practical, which is one of those that God has answered, which is the aspect of marriage.
Wow.
If nobody will give you a chance, give yourself. Very awesome book. As at the last time I count 600 pages already.
Wow.
And I realized that wow, those are wonderful things to be done. And one of the key things God told me is this: as long as you are living, as long as you have this functioning, as long as this is functioning, as long as this and your hands is functioning, everybody, every mortal on earth has those numbers as the minimum of their materials to be given, which means your minimum books for writing should be 5, which represents your eyes, your ears, your nose, your 5 senses, because it's in you. All you need is somebody who would find it out. I sat with some people and I definitely create 4 chapters for them with their own 30 minutes conversation I had with them. I said, that's your chapter 2. So you switch to another story, and mom and my in-law says this. I said, that's your chapter 3. So he said, so what's the title? He said, what's the title? I said, the title is Me and My In-Law, Part 1. I said, then you turn into a series. And the guy was like, how am I able to come up with it? I said, listen to yourself. That's your chapter 5. You understand? Because are you able to come up with it? That is exactly your chapter 5. But people really commonize this thing and they don't know that is actually where the blessing is. I wrote this book, Stay With It, in 2009, when nobody was listening to me. The rejection was sensational. I mean, the rejection was sensational. It was
sensational. Oh my God.
I sat on my desk. I said, if nobody won't talk to me, at least you table, you must talk to Adebusuyi. You must talk. So that night, there's nothing I didn't say to the table that if all of them say they are not going to talk to me, if all of them say they won't listen to me, you this table in this house, you must listen to
you
me.
were right.
That was what brought out Stay With It. And I've heard a lot of people who read this book who are telling me that this book really changed me. Even the peers told me that if you encounter your book, send it to me. I want to read it again. Do you understand? It's the same situation that brought out Stay Healthy. People said maybe I frown a lot. I said, no, I don't frown. They said, no, maybe you frown a lot. So I had to say, okay, maybe if I'm talking to people by force, I have to start laughing or doing like this so that they won't be thinking that. So I said, that's just my personality. I'm not frowning. You understand? So, well, in the course of the sojourn, and when people start listening to me, I wrote these books. I started selling it 100 cards then, which is like that was in 2009. 100 naira, 100 naira. So, but I said to myself, if I'm selling a book worth 100 naira, I'm actually I'm actually an asset, and I'm the change, which now brought me to write We Are the Change. The principles I used for writing this, I downloaded it on this. We are the change. We are the change. So, but there's this particular one real investment, the one I titled real investment, I said, if I'm doing anything for anybody, I'm actually doing it for myself, not for them.
Yeah.
So I said, what the
Yeah.
term investment is synonymous to money alone, is synonymous to finance. But until people understand that the word finance is actually coined out from the word humanity, do you understand? You will realize that the true investment is actually not about finance, but it's actually what you do for others. Because what you
Yep.
actually do for others, you
Yeah, you
actually
do.
do it
Comes
for
back to you.
yourself, which is actually
Very
going to
true.
come back to you. So I wrote down one real investment, and that will be the fourth book. So after that one, I started saying, I have a book I wanted to print. I don't have the money. People will ask me that, go and read the book now. Shebi, you said how to. So I used to think maybe it's a joke. People will say, read the book and get the money to print it. So I said, that man is telling me something. And one of the key things about living is this: you've got to be sensitive. God can use anyone to talk to you. I said, this guy is
Yeah.
actually telling me to go and do something, which means use what I have to get what
To
I
get what
want.
you want.
That's
Yeah.
what I brought out this one. Use what you have to get what you want. The amazing thing is this:
Inspiration, your life.
I spoke to someone, and that's one of the key things. This, you have to be careful who you are talking to. I spoke to
Yeah.
someone that about, I have a message, or use what you have to get what you want. The guy said, what if the person is a prostitute? Am I advising a prostitute to go and use what she has to get what you want? So I thought to myself, of all the beautiful things we have all over the world, the
The person is
seas,
thinking,
the air, the weather, the only thing you could see in your
you think
life
I'm a
is
high
Yes,
this.
no.
I look at the edge. So I asked myself, so what's in this edge? So I thought to myself, Adebusuyi, you have to be careful who you are talking to, which now led
Yeah.
me to the You
do
Can
your
Be the
do
Dream
the
book,
dream, do the dream.
which is almost 400 to 500 pages. You
This is the
understand?
dream,
Wow.
yes.
I wrote this
Yeah.
book, yeah. So, and I wrote this one in 2012, but revised it again in 2018 and 2019 to tell you about it. So, all over time, when you're talking about we're doing this, I could come up with
Yeah.
many inspiration. For example, I
You are
saw somebody
inspired.
inspired. So when you're talking about people to some were given to, some were given
Yeah.
for different
Yeah, right.
talent, we realize that it's actually in everyone. My
Yeah.
wife calls me Adam because she said I can name anything and I can turn anything stone to anything. Because whenever she makes a new star, I will give the star the name. I will say that one is 2TF Russian, 2TF Italian, 2TF secrecy. He said, why secrecy? I said, can't you see that the club is like this? So that's why we have to name it. So you see, and
Yeah.
that's what for everyone. So when we are talking about family as a brand, every family on this network tonight, remember, you have nose, you have ears. If you are not thinking of writing a book, my brothers and sisters, it's in you. It's
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
It's there. If you want to know, maybe you know you can write or you don't write. Let me just give you these few tips that I use. I do keep jotters with me whenever I'm going
Yeah.
out. Maybe
I
I'm
have
close
plenty.
in a place and somebody is just saying, somebody can just tell me that simulation. I won't see that as a word. I will see that as a message. So I will pick my jot. I will put simulation. I'll put it down. Maybe I go to another person. The person is saying, family system here and simulation. I say, something is about to happen. So I'll be keeping all those things. All those things.
Yeah.
Maybe I go to another place and somebody was talking about family space. Now, that's another letter, family. It won't make sense
Really
at
there.
all. It won't make sense at all. But I keep adding it. I keep adding it. A day will come
Yeah.
that you wake up.
Everything. Yeah.
Inspiration will come.
Mm.
Inspiration will come. And when the inspiration comes, you just be doing it. Even yourself, you don't know you are doing it. It's until when you start thinking that you are writing, that's when you know that the inspiration has gone, that you started want to use your brain. And when you want to start using your brain, that person will suffer. And when you start suffering, that is when you start conjuring or not conjuring or permutating, start using your. And the moment you start using your mind, it's no longer inspiration. It's
You're
you
right.
trying to force things
Manipulate
out.
things, yeah.
Those are some of the beautiful things. For example, let's look at what we just did tonight. As Pastor Tunde was just teaching us, flowing like rivers, oceans, easily, calmly, quiet. In fact, if you put your thermometer in his voice, you will see the level, the temperature. You could feel the energy, the level at which he was communicating.
I don't know where to get that. I don't know why. Even you are even you guys.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Just be inspired.
The highest
Thank you, but God bless you.
So sorry, without wasting too much time. Almost our time is fast spent. Sorry. So we've come to. So your final word tonight, and for everyone who would like to get any of our books, well, I'm glad to let you know that some of these books are already on Amazon. Yeah, I have them on Amazon ready. I have them on Amazon. You can actually go to our website for You Can Be the Dream, search for We Are the Change, search for Real Investment, search for STEM. And moreover, I think, sir, with your permission, as this family or family lifetime system, we need to have a bookshop. A bookshop. We need to have a bookshop that will inspire people to do more.
Absolutely.
Maybe we'll think about that. Thank you so
No
much.
problem.
Your final word.
Thank you.
Your final word tonight, sir. Your final word. And thank you on Instagram.
Yeah. So thank you for everybody doing something great, in the family space. Well done. Keep shining. For any family in the valley, like I spoke about, don't stay in the valley. I said to some people some time ago, make sure you are moving. If you're not moving, make sure you are walking. If you're not walking, make sure you are crawling. If you are not crawling, make sure you look for somebody to carry you. And that's important. And sir, people's books can carry people.
Yeah.
So that's critical. Make sure you're the Heavenly Father. You make sure you have the Heavenly Father carrying you up. Don't give up on that home. I'm begging that couple listening to me now. Okay, you might say, you don't know my husband. I'm telling you the truth. Can be better. Can be better. So that's my own encouragement. I want to ask you.
Okay, for me, it's for all of us here. Do life as a team. Marriage is not solo. It's not you alone in the marriage. It's you and your spouse doing life together. And then know your tribe, know your cloud of witnesses. And that's why I tell people, if you follow the wise, you become wise.
Absolutely.
We are following people that are doing marriage as teams, and then they're doing so many things together. So it's showing in our lives, and people are following us as well, and it's showing in them. And sometimes you see, oh, this is a tribe of people doing life together. Because if you follow the wise, you'll be wise. So if your marriage is not working, look for a mentor. Look for somebody that is even your mate that is working. What is their secret? Sit with them, get books, learn, pray, and you will see yourself become better. When Tunde is saying, if you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. You can't crawl, get somebody to carry you. Sometimes you don't believe in yourself.
Yeah.
It's your tribe. Yes, Sir Lord, it's your tribe that will help you sometimes find the faith in yourselves again, and you can do marriage better. So on that note, please find your tribe, get mentors, get friends that will push you to do marriage the right way, God's way. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. We've come to the end of Family Lifetime with Team Elesin for the month for the month
April.
By the month of April, yay! We're
Thank
going
you
to pay.
so much. Thank you. Say we're going to see you next month. By the special grace of God, we will not lose you. Husband will not lose the wife. Wife will not
Yeah.
lose the husband.
Amen.
Parents will not lose their
Amen.
children. Children will not lose their
Amen.
parents. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Thank you, everybody.
Amen.
God bless you.
Thank you. Bye. God bless you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Wow. Almost 2 hours. Oh. Father, Lord.